role is to help students basically find their way to post-secondary and careers. And we start that as early as roughly about the second half of grade 9, where we get a chance to meet them, ask them about their interests, strengths, and we go through what we like to call as the best fit practice and best fit model to try and find really what is the best fit for the student. I think looking at best fit for students looks at things like interests, strengths, where they want to be, potentially what they want to study, but usually at that age they won't know yet. But we ask a variety of questions. I actually have a set of best fit questions that covers everything from location, weather, personal interests, strengths, athletics, all things like that, where we can then really work with the student to try and hone in on places that would allow them to be successful and be happy. So grade 9, a lot of the work is actually done through their life skills class, which our team has helped build the curriculum out. And we look at career services there, career support, and then family meetings and individual student meetings sort of in the second half of grade 9 as part of their transition from middle school to senior school. Then in grade 10, it's a series of individual and potentially family meetings, depending on how involved the families want to be, looking at, again, interests, strengths. Maybe now they have slightly more refined goals of where they'd like to be in the future, and looking at course selection for our grade 11 and 12 program. Because we're still an IB school, many of our courses are 2-year courses, so they do have to make that decision in grade 10 what grade 11 and 12 will potentially look like. Grade 11 is more individual meetings as we then refine the process, start researching university options, career options, and then leading into the university application and decision-making process before graduation. I've often said that they're 16, 17, and 18 and they're not really supposed to know. So the other way of looking at it is, instead of focusing on maybe a career, is where they could be happy and what universities would allow them the options to explore. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to a large university with lots of different faculties and course options. You know, maybe the student already knows that they're really interested in the humanities and we can focus on, liberal arts schools, as opposed to, some students who are like, I'm really interested in science, then we'd be looking at schools with, stronger science options. But because there's still lots of courses out there in university that we don't teach at a high school level, I often say, can we find you a place where you're gonna be happy, where you can explore and then find your way. Our top 5 countries as of the last graduating class was Canada, US, UK, Netherlands, and Ireland, exactly in that order. And we support students with wherever they want to apply to, wherever they want to go. And a lot of that is one-on-one work with us in our offices, but some of that is also in essay writing workshops, but also with the university visits. So when the university reps come, and we invite anybody who wants to come and present to our students, and our students are encouraged to then go and ask questions and discover the different options that are available to them. We direct them to a lot of resources, such as Scholarships Canada and various different websites. There's also a list of scholarships that require school nominations, so we provide all those resources to the students as well and go through a pretty significant application process in order to determine what would be best for the student. But a lot of that also comes from the relationship we build with the student and getting to know the student to figure out, what it is that they need, what they would qualify for, and then we then take oftentimes the next step to go do a little bit of research, but we ask the students to do some research as well, because usually by grade 11, 12, they should be capable of doing the research, but we also do our research and we try to all put it together in our meetings. Things will change. Students right now in senior school are 16, 17, 18, and there's still many years of growth and many years of exploration. Nothing we're doing now should ever be, writing their entire future and setting things in stone. I firmly think that when you get to university, there's still a lot more room to grow. There's a lot more things to still discover. And what you think you might want to do now at 18 may be very different than when you're 22, 25, and 30. And I would say keep an open mind, be flexible, but I also understand you're trying to find your next destination. And I would say find a destination where you can be successful and be happy at, and just take it from there.